So glad you could join me. Today we will be doing a reading of Fallen Broken Angel by Chloe X Geek on Wattpad. Chapter 1. I'm Back. aphmau's POV. I was on the ship that was bringing me back to Phoenix Drop from the Lavender Town Guard Academy. I had to. .. I was on the top deck when Lawrence walked up to me. Hey, excited to go back? He asked. Yeah. Last time we were there, it was just beautiful, I responded. Not as beautiful as you, Lawrence said with a wink. Nice try, Casanova, I said with a laugh. He laughed too. He did a Superman pose. Wow, I said, as I socked him in the arm. We laughed. I can't believe it's been 2 years since we've been there. We were just 14, I said, laughing. You know what I can't believe? Lawrence asked. No, I said. That you were the top of the Jury 9 list, he said. They said you were the best guard there. Well, I beat you and all the others, I said teasingly. You melted a sword. But you actually did, he said. Ha, I'm not one to brag, Lawrence. You know I'm a little too modest, I said. Me and Lawrence have been friends since we were 6. I've known him for 10 years. For 10 years, he's been a persistent Casanova. I am the Princess of Phoenix Drop, so I had to keep it a secret at training. Lawrence and Dante were the only ones to know. My bros, Levin and Malachi, wanted to go too, but they were too young. Levin's 10 and technically, Malachi's 912, but he looks like he's 12, so he is 12. But Malachi's a ghost that I brought home and we adopted, and he's my favorite of my 2 bros. We also adopted Levin after he was left at our door, and I'm the only one who was born into the family, but I love them both to death, and I can't wait to see them. Hello, Earth to Aph, Lawrence said, waving a hand in front of my face. Huh? I asked. We're home. We've arrived, Lawrence said, a smile on his face. I ran off the boat, but there were only supposed to be 3 people coming off at Phoenix Drop, but I saw a 4th. I didn't mind, though. Instantly, Levin and Malachi ran up to me and hugged me. aphmau, they screamed in union. The 4th person stopped and looked at me and then moved on. Good to see my little bruz, I said, smiling. I ran to the castle. I went to the throne room and bowed to my mom and dad, Lord Victor and Lady Ruby. aphmau, good to see you, my mom said as she hugged me. You too. Hi, Father, I said, facing my dad. Hello, good to see you. How are Lawrence and Dante doing? He asked. Good, I said with a smile. Well, we have good news too, Mom said. What is it? I asked, curious. You're getting a personal guard, Dad said. Wait, what? I asked. Yep, Mom said. But why? I went to training because I wanted to be a guard, and they said I was the best guard there. Didn't you get the letter? I could replace Caitlin the Fire Fist. I was outraged. Yes, we know, but you are a princess, and we only agreed to send you there because you deeply desired to learn and train in combat, my dad said. But I don't, I began. No! You will accept this. It's because no one else knows you went to Lavender Town Guard Academy, Father said. I ran to my room. This will be embarrassing, I thought. Lawrence's POV. I had no one to see because of me being an orphan. So I went to the castle to see aphmau. Excuse me, Lord Victor. Where is Aph? I asked. Oh, Lawrence, you're a pleasant surprise. She's up in her room, Lord Victor said. Thank you, sir, I said, and headed to aphmau's room. God, why do my parents do this to me? I heard her mumble. I knocked. Aph? It's the Casanova, I said. Hey, Lawrence, come in, she called. I came in. So what were you mumbling about? I asked as I sat down next to her on her bed. Ugh, my parents are hiring a personal guard for me, she said. But isn't that the reason you went to training? I asked. Yeah, it is. But their excuse is that no one knows I went, she said, obviously embarrassed. Then someone knocked on the door. Hello? May I enter? I didn't know the voice. Sure, aphmau said. A boy our age walked in. He was wearing a helm and a training uniform. Is this Lady aphmau? He asked. Yes, I said. I am her personal guard, he said. aphmau groaned. Who are you? He said to me. I'm her friend, Lawrence, I said. Ah, I see, he said. Can you leave for about 2 seconds? Aph asked. Sure, he responded. He left and closed the door. Aphmau went to her balcony and jumped to the tree that was close and said, aphmau out, and she climbed down the tree. Oh my god, Aph, I said, rolling my eyes. I opened the door. She left, I said calmly. What? I'm supposed to protect her, he said, panicked. Ha! Don't worry about her. She can take care of herself. But I was hired to watch and protect her. He was actually panicked. She's tough, but if you really want to find her, go to Kawaii-chan's cafe, I said, laughing. By the way, what's her name? I asked. Garth, he said, briskly, and then left. Garth's POV. I ran to a pink and white cafe. On the sign it said, Kawaii-chan's Super Kawaii Cafe. Yep, this is it. She was so childish. Ugh! I was told the princess was a mature, modest person. I heard laughing coming from upstairs. I went up there and I saw a girl talking to a mifwa girl with pink hair and maid outfit. Thank you, Kawaii-chan. You're a good friend, she said. Kawaii-chan thinks you're very nice too, the pink-haired girl said. She talks in third person. Interesting. Lady Aphmau, I said, frustrated. Oh, God, she said under her breath. Who is this? Kawaii-chan asked. I'm Garth, and I'm supposed to be guarding the runaway here. Aphmau sighed. Lady Aphmau, please come along, I said. Fine, you caught me, she said. I got up. I took her out of the cafe. I'd be nice if you wouldn't act so childish, I said, angry. If you knew what I'd done, you'd do the same, she said stubbornly. She was pretty, but she was not how I imagined she'd be. I do have my sapphire sword, she said. Do you just carry it around, or are you trained in combat? I asked. Nah, I'm trained, she said. We soon found ourselves in a field when suddenly Aphmau snapped her head to the side. Wait, there's someone over there. And she began walking towards the wood. Aphmau's POV. I walked towards the woods. Gareth ran up to me. I heard a bowstring and saw an arrow fly towards him. I pushed him out of the way, and the arrow hit me in the side. I screamed. Gareth jumped up. Lady Aphmau, you shouldn't have done that, he yelled. It was to save another life, I said. Then everything went black. Dream. I was at Dante's house when a meteor hit and killed them. I ran outside, and my parents were on the road dead, and I ran to the fields where I got shot in a shadow, and I had Garth by the neck. Come with me or he dies, they yelled. Okay, I said. You're too slow, they yelled, and slit his throat. Then I woke up. I was sweating. Crap, where am I? I asked Lawrence, and Dante were on the balcony when they heard my voice. They ran over and hugged me. Hey, Dante, Casanova, I said weakly. Why are you such a brave fool, Lawrence asked. I gave him a smirk. My nature, I guess, I said, and sneezed. Pikachu! I had to. XD. Bless you, Dante said. Thanks. I then heard the door to my room open. Is she awake? I heard someone say, then realized it was Garth. He must have realized I was awake, and he hurried over to me. Aphmau, why in the world would you do that? He asked. My duty as a guard, I said, and shrugged. Wait, what? He said. Lawrence was laughing. She went to Lavender Town Guard Academy. It was at the top of our class, he said gleefully. So that's what you meant when she said she could take care of herself. Garth was shocked. Yup, Lawrence beamed, and that's why her name sounded so familiar. Garth said. That's why I'm stubborn and adventurous, I laughed. Garth looked at me through his helm. I could see his smile. You didn't tell him? Dante asked. Nah, I had to keep it a secret for a while. I just had a big mouth. I didn't mean to tell him. I said. I got up. I was still in my t-shirt and jeans. They looked like someone tried to clean up dry blood, but it already stained in. I sighed. It hurt to walk, but I went over to my weapon rack and grabbed a sword. How long was I out? I asked. A week or so, Dante said. Thanks, I said, and jumped onto the tree and climbed down. See ya, I yelled. Aph, come on, Lawrence yelled. Too bad, Casanova, I yelled back with a smirk. I went to see Kawaii-chan. Sup, I said from behind. She slowly turned around. Aphmau-senpai! I fucking hate myself. Okay. She yelled, then hugged me to the point where I said, Kawaii-chan, too tight. Kawaii-chan is sorry. She was just happy to see Aphmau-senpai. She said, someone the burst through the door. Aph, why do you feel like you need to do crap like that? He was behind me. Hey, Casanova, you finally caught up, I smiled. And Garth, Dante added. Me too, I turned to face the three boys. I gave them a smirk. Okay, you three Snorlax. Pokemon! You caught me. Lawrence rolled his eyes. Lady aphmau... Garth began. Stop. No more lady crap. You can call me just plain aphmau, I interrupted. All right, then. Aphmau, we should all visit. We shall go back to the castle, Garth said, and I sighed. Kuai-chan, do you want to come with? I asked. Kuai-chan would love to meet Lord Victor in person, she said. All right, come on. With that, they walked back